Sport News here with Emiliano Vargas. Listen, you're fighting on May 20th. You've been added to this card. How big of a moment is this for you, especially considering the last time a lot of people saw you was on the Triller card and people looked at you as like the next breakout star, and now here you are on the May 20th Devin Haney-Lomachenko card.
Right. No, first and foremost, it's a blessing to be signed to Top Rank. They're doing a phenomenal job. They left it up for me to do the rest. And, my first fight with them went for Canada Knockout of the Year. And, performance after performance, that's all we look forward to doing. Yeah. No doubt.
Do you know who you're fighting on the 20th?
It's to be announced. I leave that up to my team, Top Rank, and they handle the rest. I just got to worry about making weight and make sure everything's good to go May 20th.
I don't want to harp too much on the Triller situation, but I want to talk about that particular night. A lot of people, there was a big uproar when you fought, when you walked out, when you won. Feeling that energy, it feels like you're on the verge of being the next big breakout star. Do you feel that from that the love that you got that night?
Well, I want to thank the fans that just carried down from following my father's journey to following mine. It's truly a blessing, for the Mexican fans, to come out in full support in Los Angeles and everybody else who went through. It was close to being sold out, and it was a big turnout, especially for, the time Triller being a promotional company that was barely coming up. And, at that moment, they had a little bit of a bad rap, but Triller's treated me and my family nothing but the best, and I wish nothing but the best for them. They gave me a hell of a Canelo-type walkout for my debut, and, I don't have anything bad to say, but, it was a beautiful moment. I'm actually talking to them for the anniversary of it. So it's coming up May 14th, and, we want to release my whole debut with the broadcast and everything together. So that'd be awesome.
Let's talk about you and your dad and the relationship and getting you to this point. How instrumental has he been? And did you always know you were going to be a fighter because that's what your dad did?
Well, when I was younger, I was just a fat kid that liked to eat. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, growing up, my dad did his thing, and I never had to look into the kitchen counter or the cupboard, and there was no food there. So, I was a happy kid. I was eating, and, you just fall in love with it. I feel like even being who my father is, I couldn't run away from boxing even if I tried. In some way, shape, or form, we'd be involved. We got the carne asadas on the weekend. Theo's drunk, whatever, watching boxing. So, and being who my dad is, so all that wrapped into one, and just falling in love with the sport, man. Just getting in there and being like, wow, like, I love this. And not just that, like, I like beating people up. And not just that, like, the feeling of winning is something that I hope everybody in their lifetime can feel. The addictive feeling, the addictive, component that it hits you with when you, especially for me, when I'm jumping on the ropes and, I get done winning and the whole crowd is embracing me. That's something that I wouldn't trade for anything in this world, and I'm going to carry on and do it to the best of my ability. Top Rank is doing a phenomenal job. Like I said, we're going to stay real busy. I just got done fighting 6 weeks ago, something like that. Not even, like 2-3 weeks ago. And, we're back in another 4 weeks for May 20th.
Now, even at the Triller card, a lot of people was like, Emiliano's a fighter? This dude looks like he should be modeling or something. Are you the most handsome dude in boxing? Because a lot of people talk about Ryan Garcia, but is Emiliano Vargas the next dude?
I'll leave that to the girl, to my girl. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave that to my girl. And, it's just I'm getting in there and doing something that I love to do, whether it was ballet or tap dancing. If I love to do it. And, they say I look like my daddy, so, you got to ask my dad.
I want to ask you, your father's fights were legendary. Tito Trinidad fight, like he had some legendary fights. What's your favorite fight of your father's?
I think my favorite fight with my father's is the Raul Marquez fight. I think, he showed everything that night. Angle, speed, countering, especially that guy being a southpaw. So that was a pretty big fight. And, my dad, just to the trunks, to the hair, to the he just looked phenomenal. So I think that was one of my favorite fights with my father.
This weekend, Ryan Garcia is fighting Tank Davis. We obviously have to ask you, what is your prediction? How do you see that fight playing out?
Honestly, I got a 50-50. I don't got a winner yet. I think it's all up for grabs. That's the beautiful thing about the sport of boxing. One shot can end it all. You can win the whole fight, like the fight that happened with Fundora and that other guy, but Mendoza. My point exactly. Him going in there, being the B side, and one shot was all it took. He's the dog. I know him from out here from sparring out there in Salas. So he's a hell of a dog. He earned it the hard way, and you got to give him his props, no doubt.
Does Tank and Ryan go the distance, or you think this one ends in a knockout?
Nah, it's ending in a knockout. Somebody's getting hurt. I think if not, both of them are gonna get hurt. Whether they want to admit it or not, body shot or head shot, there's some serious blows being thrown. You know what I'm saying? Your body's gonna feel the wear and tear of it. So, no doubt, somebody's getting hurt.